Hi everyone, my name is Tiara Hall and I am presenting the ABC Theater Company. ABC Theater Company stands for Act by Christ Theater Company. We are located in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area for all South Central Pennsylvania residents to participate in. The ABC Theater Company has missions, visions, and values that represent our community. We are a Christian organization. However, our goal is to not only have Christians who come and participate in our theater company, we are open for all people. Our mission stands for connecting and transforming lives through the community performing arts in accordance with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Our vision is for the theater company to spread the word of God through each performance to evangelize and witness for the kingdom of God. And our values, we value creativity, diversity, the environment, and financial responsibility. We are now going to look at our business plan. We, as the ABC Theater Company, are seeking donors and supporters that align with our mission. The ABC Theater Company will be community-driven, non-commercial theater that serves people of all ages, backgrounds, and creeds. We obviously have a Christian foundation, and we will be out throughout the Harrisburg area presenting family fun activities, presentations, and performances. As you all know from the mission, the goal of the ABC Theater Group is to act by Christ. Each event will showcase the truth of Jesus Christ with a welcoming mission for all faiths to feel comfortable and to attend and learn more about our belief. For these community-involved performances, we actually have a large black box theater. This is to have a diverse amount of performances and presentations, whether that be an open mic night for our young adults and that want to perform from our local theater programs, or having our Christmas play that is for all ages, or a local ballet group that is seeking to present for their audition. So now we are going into the budget. We understand that committing to our organization as a supporter showcases the need of financial stability, and that is what we offer. Our budget for the 2025-2026 season is the market is $382,307.50 out of profit for tickets. ABC Theater Company has received a local grant for $15,000 from the Dauphin County Arts Program, a Pennsylvania state grant for $35,000, and a federal grant for $45,000 from the National Endowment of the Arts. And cash donations are estimated to be $3,500 from our local community members through our community engagement process. The overall budget is currently $480,807. There are approximately 150,000 people within the greater Harrisburg area, where we are the only Christian theater within a 40-mile radius. We anticipate 15% purchasing tickets to be 22,500 people in this area. And of those 15%, we anticipate three-fourths of them to purchase a second ticket in the same season, which is very exciting for us. This represents the total annual sales being $39,375 per season. And we hope as we continue to create performances that by word of mouth, our audience spreads how they enjoyed our programming and how they encourage others to join as well. So for our budget, it is broken down into a total staff salaries. So we have $330,500 going to our currently paid staff. That includes our business manager, theater director, operations and stage manager, production manager, technical manager, part-time communications coordinator, part-time human resources professional, part-time development officer, our hairstylist, makeup artist, and costume manager. These three are contracted. And of course, for our full-time employees, we want to offer a great health insurance package. So for our benefits package, we estimate that will be $45,000. Our advertising budget is also extremely important, so we will have a $10,000 budget for that. The advertising budget will split into to engage in different audiences. So 30% of the budget will be dedicated to social media advertisements on Facebook. 25% of advertisements will actually be dedicated to our local newspaper. 30% of advertising will be dedicated to independent print media through flyers, pamphlets, and other print media options. 15% of the budget will go towards local news station segments. For our print media, we will be demonstrating this throughout churches and libraries and local centers for all of our residents in Harrisburg to see. Our total building cost would be $33,500. This includes the monthly mortgage, utilities, checkups, operation investments, and of course our insurance. Now for the fun part, we have the community and education programming. This is an extremely important part of the ABC Theater Company. We have, and we will get into this later during the presentation, we have our community engagement plan where we desire to match up with mental health advocacy programmings throughout the South Central Pennsylvania Greater Harrisburg area, in which we will actually have them bring their own members and they can participate in our mental health advocacy programming through ABC Theater Company for those living with mental illness to become more focused on within themselves and facing those insecurities that may present themselves through suffering with mental illness. Our education programming, we will have a program once a year for our youth on the topic of bullying and building their self-esteem, which we will later get into. Our emergency fund is $20,000, and we expect for donations to be brought in from our community members. We see that a lot of different organizations, especially at school districts, want to offer us different costumes, props, and our black box theater setup. We are also looking to partner with local workshops and wood shops that will help with donating different types of material to create our sets. We will have interns who will be unpaid and they will be receiving college credit, which will help our staffing, and volunteers who will help for ushering, the technical crew, and some production team members. This saves us time and also saves us money to make sure that every person that is a volunteer is still respected and will still gain experience themselves. The cast and crew equipment needs. So we will have $14,500 for light fixing, copywriting, cast and crew needs, and extra needs as well. We wanted to make sure in this budget that every single part of our theater was covered with still having an emergency fund. Sample season and proposed ticket prices. So we have that for the 2025 through 2026 season, we have our senior price set for $11.50. Our children's price is set for $11, our regular price being $13, and our matinee price being $12. The estimated amount of tickets to be sold this season is $39,375, and we have 22,500 of these tickets being bought by first-time buyers and 16,875 being bought by second-time audience members. We expect that 25% will be senior citizens, 45% will be church groups and congregation, and 30% will likely be between children and matinee prices. All ticket sales will be directly provided through the company. Ticket sales will be sold through an online platform, over the phone, and in person at the theater. We will utilize Eventbrite to sell 65% of tickets and leaving 35% of tickets to be sold over the phone and only 5% being held at the door before each performance. For our sample marketing and promotional materials, we will print out those flyers to submit to churches, nonprofits, senior centers, local libraries. That way we are not just posting on social media, because oftentimes our members may not have social media. Our supporters may be at these local places, and we want to make sure that they know that we care about them and place these flyers there specifically for them. We will create a website and social media page dedicated to the theater. This is very important for us because we want to showcase our talents through our website. And we also are hoping to submit newspaper advertisements through PennLive and word of mouth. We want to make sure that we are attending creative fairs and performing arts centers to discuss performances. Fundraising plans. So we plan on contacting local churches, arts programs, and donors. This is very, very significant. We want to make sure that our donors understand how much we appreciate them and how our community theater thrives on donations and volunteers. Without our donations and without our volunteers, we would not be able to persist and continue to thrive as a theater company. That is our goal. We want to make sure that we are contacting our donors and that our donors understand and believe in the same mission that we have. For our grants, we will continue to look for the PA Arts Program grant every year, our National Endowment funding for the Arts grant every year, and the Dauphin County Arts grant every year. This is our organizational structure. We have a board of directors that serve every 2 years. This includes a chair, a secretary, and a treasurer. We want to make sure that our board members always understand that they will be heard at our monthly meetings, and they will serve 2 years every term. Our business manager runs our programming on the admin side, and our theater director runs our programming on the art side. So we have a human resources professional, box office coordinator, and we have volunteers doing our box office assisting. We have our house and operations manager who will be in charge of our development officer and our volunteers for ushering in the concession stand. We also have an accounting clerk who is part-time, and our communications coordinator and social media volunteer. And we also have our technical manager, in which the volunteer sound engineer and volunteer lighting coordinator will be under. We have our administrative assistant and stage manager under our theater director, our volunteer lead crew member who will lead our stage crew members, and we have our production manager, in which our wonderful costume, hairstylist, and makeup artist will be under, and including our choreographer as well. And of course, our cast members, who we could not do theater without. For our community engagement plans, we've already discussed how we will be working with companies such as Please Live to invite adults living with mental illness to express themselves through performing arts, and hosting community-based events and family fun activities throughout the year. This includes our fall festival, in which we will have children's programming and puppeteers, volunteer puppeteers, and also our spring rally, in which we will be showcasing the resurrection of Jesus through our performing arts program. For our educational outreach plan, again, we continue to host our summer 2-week free program for students ages 5 through 12 and our 13 through 18 age group to overcome insecurities, creating high self-esteem, and teaching the importance of theater. Again, this is only a 2-week program throughout the day. Lastly, the ABC Theater is unique. We are the only Christian theater company within a 40-mile radius, a family-friendly environment, and we provide educational programming. This is extremely important because we don't just want to perform for the community, we want to give back to the community just as our donors give to us. We hope that this encourages you to donate to our organization, to volunteer, and if you desire to become a board member, we will be hosting every year during November 1st to November 20th, we will be hosting applications. We look forward to having you all there, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.